If it sounded like war was breaking out on the Interstate Bridge over the Columbia this afternoon, it was of a sort. ODOT against starlings, using high-powered air cannons to scare off thousands of birds that make a dangerous mess on the bridge. K2's Joe English is near the bridge right now. And Joe, it sounds like ODOT is winning this one.
Yeah, we were up on the catwalks, the upper catwalks of the bridge this afternoon looking at that mess, and the mess those birds leave behind can be 3 or 4 inches thick in places. It eats away the paint and it eats away at the metal, gets on the sidewalks, so it's not only damaging but it's unhealthy. So ODOT has added 2 more cannons, 7 in all in its arsenal this year, and that means not just the birds, but anybody near the bridge will be getting an even bigger bang this year.
At his home on Hayden Island, Bernard Smith has listened to the cannons for years, just thinks of it as part of living in the city.
Doesn't bother me. We have all kinds of noise. We got airplanes, we got railroad, we got the bridges open and closing. It's just another source of noise.
Through the middle of March, the cannons could be going off as often as every 15 seconds. ODOT varies the times and days so the birds don't get used to it. Tries to warn people it could happen almost any time. It still comes as a surprise to people working in downtown Vancouver.
We have the office around the corner here, and the shotgun sounds, we thought that something was going down, something, kind of bad. I had no idea that they're just trying to scare birds with it.
But the cannons appear to be doing the job. Last year, ODOT counted about 10,000 starlings on the bridge. This year, less than half that many have returned.
What happens is when these starlings get spooked off the bridge, they fly around more. That causes them to burn more energy, which requires them to go find food somewhere else away from the bridge.
Bernard Smith, though, has heard of another approach that might work too.
Down south, they took care of it by hanging dynamite in the trees that they nest in, and boom, they kill them by the thousands. Bless the Englishman that brought the first starling over here. I think he's the same one that brought the first carp.
Well, the cannons are quiet right now. You'll hear those around the sunset hours. And along with the cannons, USDA employees will be going over around the bridge with handheld noisemakers to scare the birds off and make them even more restless. This will go on through March 17th. In Vancouver, Joe English, K2 News.